Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to our first of the 2021 PowerHouse Smart Coffee Meet and Greet. Good morning. Happy to see you all. And we're exactly 1 minute early, which is awesome to see how many of you are so prompt. And good for you for taking an hour out of your day to connect with everyone else. So we're going to have a really interactive session today. Since it's the first of the new year, I hope you all had a wonderful holiday and are healthy and happy and have set your goals for the new year. I'm going to let everybody on, and I'm going to change my view, do my favorite view, which is the Brady Bunch. Good morning, everyone. So good to see you. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Hey, hey, Happy New Year. Awesome, awesome. So we got a great group attending today. So because we have a lot of us, and normally our coffee meet and greets, are more intimate, we get a little more time for everyone to get to chat. So today we each are going to get 2 minutes because we got a lot to cover. And most of all, what I would like to say for any of you who are new, if you're new to have never attending a coffee meet and greet, raise your hand. I think so far no one here that I see is new. I'm still admitting people as we go. Good to see all my friends. We are recorded, aware of that. And to make today most impactful is when you're introducing yourself, could you share with the group what it is that you hope to get out by attending today? I mean, what is it? Are you looking for collaborators? Are you looking for employees? Are you looking for marketing ideas? Are you looking for anybody who's got a prospect for you? Are you looking for information? What is it that you can walk away from today's coffee meet and greet? And I always say, and I have said for the last 15 years, if you walk away with one new business idea or one new contact, it was well worth your 1 hour. So I hope, and I know that many of you will walk away with more than one. So good morning. Welcome to PowerHouse Smart. It's Friday, January 8th. It's going to be an incredible year. There's a ton of exciting stuff happening within your community. We're becoming global. If you haven't read my email on the newsletter, we have our luxury conference on March 2nd and 3rd. It's virtual, it's local, and it's national. And now it's even becoming international with some of our Italian folks. So it's so cool. If you have not been to the conference website, at the very end, when it's my turn, I will share that because that's front and center on what I've been working on. And part of my 2021 goals is to kick off that luxury conference so that all of you who are attending and all of you who are speaking walk away saying, oh my God, that was the way I want to be inspired all year long. I'm going to go, if there's a recording, which we haven't decided if we're going to release any recordings yet, at least not right away, then how can I go back and take that and show it to my people and be more inspired? So we've got an incredible lineup. But this is about everything, not just the luxury conference and not just about PowerHouse Smart. Like I said, we've got about 15 people joining us today. So I want to be really respectful, and I really want it to be about you. It is always about you. PowerHouse Smart is a community that comes together to grow together. You've all agreed that you're like-minded and you want to share. So remember, you're giving without expecting anything in return, but we know good karma, things do come to pass and will be in your favor as well. So 2 minutes, share with us who you are, what you're working on, and most of all, what do you want to get out of, taking an hour out of your day this week to be in this conference. So, or in this coffee meet and greet. So I'm gonna start with Paul Minahan. Paul, good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm
great, good. Thanks. Tell us, you got your 2 minutes going. I got my
go. All right. Well, a lot of you know me. My name's Paul Minahan with Minahan Painting. My company does interior, exterior painting, and we have also a long history of decorative painting behind us. So we're about 50% general painting and 50% decorative painting. We work with interior designers, homeowners, architects, you name it, remodelers. Today, I'm happy that it's been a good week so far, and I've closed my sales goal for the week. So that feels good, and hopefully we can keep it rolling. What I'm really looking for is, deepening relationships, getting to know people better, and I've been working on expanding my platform of social media. and learn how to have more of a positive impact. And kind of my cutting edge that I'm thinking about right now is how do I take things that I care about in the world, like animals and the planet, and bring it into my company somehow so that my success and company could somehow help these other things I care about as well. Um, so that's just very cutting edge in my mind today. But
That's awesome, Paul.
that's
And I
that.
have seen you more active on social media. And so I would say you've got a great plan started by using that and tying the things that you're most passionate about and letting
Yeah.
people know. So if everybody could make a note to themselves, maybe you have the agenda of everyone who's here today. If not, you'll get it after this. But make a note that if you see Paul Minahan on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, definitely follow him and definitely make a comment and say it was good seeing you on this coffee meet and greet.
Yeah,
Because
one thing I've heard, I'll just finish with this, Wendy, is that if you make a comment with at least 4 words in it, it picks up more on the algorithm. If you just do a like or a 1 word comment, you will not be seen as much, and neither will the other person. So you
great.
have to
That's
make it
excellent feedback.
genuine.
So
Yeah,
so now we all know when we just hit like, we're not really doing much
right.
interacting and it's not causing that ripple effect that you get from social media. So
Yeah,
not only do we want to do that for Paul, since we've got everybody here, we want everyone after today somehow carve out 15 minutes. It probably won't even be that. And I'm going to give you the list of everyone that's here today. Please find them on LinkedIn and make a 5 word comment on something that they've got on LinkedIn. Does that
okay.
make
Thank
sense?
you.
And if you're not on LinkedIn, let us know when we get to you. Susan, thank you, Paul. And I love your work. You're doing awesome. Keep it going. And thanks for referring Brent Rowland to us. You and Susan both referred him. Thank you. Great. Susan Bertram, how are you?
I'm doing great. Happy New Year to everybody. I'm Susan Bertram, and I represent materials marketing here in the Chicagoland area. Materials marketing is one of the largest purveyors and fabricators of natural stone. We carve beautiful fireplaces, columns, corbels. We do beautiful flooring work. And I'm here today to look for collaborators and mostly to find people that I can support in specifying natural stone in your projects. So our showroom is open. We have had some changes in our company, and my philosophy and thought process is we're going back to the future, and we are we've brought back a guy who used to work with us who's heading up materials marketing now, and down in San Antonio, and have a huge focus on quality, on our shipping, on the new products that we're going to be introducing. And so I am jazzed about that for 2021 and looking forward to seeing how I can support each and every one of you in your projects.
That's awesome. You know, you and Paul started off both to saying what you're most excited about or grateful about. And I think we should continue that as everyone gets to introduce themselves. Start off with what are you most excited and grateful about? And so your company's making some great changes, and that's really jazzing you up. That's awesome. You did
Yeah.
a excellent education session about how you're using a lot of your materials outside, and contractors are taking advantage of that, and architects, which is incredible. You're looking for collaborators. So anyone here on this call, if you see Susan Bertram's name on your list, what you want to do is say, do I know anybody who's working on a project that might need stone? So, and then of course, just a little note to Susan. Hey, Susan, this person's working on this project, so that's great, Susan.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's great. Glad to see you as always. Excellent. Nancy Jacobson, what are you most grateful for today?
Hi guys, Happy New Year. Nice to see you. As it relates to business, I really am very grateful for having the work that we have, for PowerHouse. When I look around the screen, I've worked with a lot of you, and
Oops. Sorry. Nancy, sorry about that. Start again. You get your 2 minutes starting again. I'm asking you to unmute. My fault. Nope. Sorry, you got to unmute. Sorry, that's my fault. There you go. So Nancy, I was trying to help deter the back noise that was going on that wasn't in your microphone, but in someone else's microphone, and I accidentally muted you. So please start again. My apologies.
Okay. Hi, guys. Happy New Year. I am really most grateful for the work that we do together, that we have not been shut down. I've been working at my showroom every day since March, and it was very quiet for a while, but really things picked up in May, June, and we've been very busy ever since. I am really grateful for that. I love the work I do. I love my clients. It's so much fun seeing beautiful kitchens and other areas come together, and clients who are just so happy that it's really fulfilling work. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful for this organization. I do a lot of work with a lot of you here. Currently, Michael and I are doing a project together. Susan and I are doing a project together with other people like Rebecca and Teak. And Randy's wife and I are in a networking group together where we support each other and help each other. And this organization has just been wonderful for me. I am very grateful to you, Wendy. I'm grateful to all of you guys. I consider you my friends and my partners and collaborators. And I think that we do wonderful work together.
We do. Absolutely. Some of the postings you have on LinkedIn, Nancy, showing the collaborative work that you've done. And even I'm always mesmerized how I say, I want that in my kitchen, because it's like you're really thinking through how somebody uses their space when you're doing your custom cabinetry. So, I mean, I think you're awesome and we love having you.
Thank you.
Okay. So what can we do for you?
Really, the main thing I would say is that at Kitchen Design Partners, we believe in specialists. And I think everyone here on this call has a specialty. So our specialty really is affordable luxury. And we represent only a few brands of cabinets that are, I use the analogy anywhere from like an Acura up to a Mercedes. We don't do Chevys and we don't do Maseratis. So, but we do very thoughtful, personalized, custom designs, whether it's a kitchen, a bath. We're doing a beautiful wine cellar and basement bar right now. That's a really exciting project. That's the one Susan is working on. And we work very hard to provide our homeowners with just delightful, personalized designs as well as experience. It's a very personalized experience. Our showroom's really small and personal, kind of a boutique-y kind of feel. And what you guys can do in terms of helping me is just, if you have projects, obviously, that you think we could play a role, that'd be great. If you don't, just keeping in touch and always helping each other with questions and with liking or I guess commenting on social media. I find social media a challenge. It just takes so much time, and having people respond and give feedback is really helpful as well.
Okay, great. Thanks, Nancy. So again, we're echoing what Paul said, and I'm going to be thinking about when this is over and I send you your follow-up email, everyone who's on this call, about ways that you can engage with each other that's really fast and easy to help support each other on social media. So that's great. Thanks, Nancy. And thank you for sponsoring the luxury conference, and you'll be a facilitator. So that's going to be awesome.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Nathan, how are you?
I am good. Oops, did I remute? No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Thank God we have a new year, and I'm really looking forward to sustainability being kind of at the forefront of our new administration.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's a good thing for the world.
Totally.
So we're a smaller firm, residential, located in Evanston. We have a small office in Boulder, Colorado. And we're starting to do some good work out there. And the big project that we got right now is in the mountains right outside overlooking Boulder. And that's just the other day got the go ahead to move into construction documents. So we're feeling good about that. this year we're kind of looking to grow. I think it's time that we did that. We've set up a lot of good stuff to get that to happen. I have not had so many proposals come in the few short days of this year ever. This is the weirdest beginning of a year. I think there's a lot of pent up demand. I think people are finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. The other big news is I completed my work with the AIA's 2030 commitment after 11 years, and that didn't last very long for being off. I got an executive offer from the president of the AIA to be on the new board committee at National, which is the Committee on Climate Action and Design Excellence, which is going to be my topic at the luxury conference. That design is not just about beautiful things, it's about all these other things, equitable communities, wellness, et cetera, et cetera. And the whole wellness and resiliency probably resonates more than ever if you've been watching your TV in the last couple of days. Like, you want to have a house that makes you feel comfortable and peaceful when the rest of the world might not be. So we're gonna focus on that as well.
Wow, that's great. So what are you most grateful for, Nathan?
Oh man, my health. I'm going in for my first surgery ever. I have a torn rotator cuff. And,
Oh gosh, and I know you're a big athlete with your biking. So did you get it from biking?
skateboarding,
Oh, skateboarding, sorry.
the other big thing. So finally I got bit by that. But
I'm sorry, when are you going in for surgery? I need to mark that down.
yeah, next Thursday. And I was like, oh, this shouldn't be any big deal. And I'm being told it's quite a rehab. So, whatever.
All right. Well, we're grateful that you've been healthy up to this point and for an easy recovery. And I know you said you have a small firm in Colorado, and I saw on LinkedIn the rendering of that house. It looks outrageous. I hope you share that with everyone in your keynote speech for the luxury conference.
Oh, I will, definitely.
It's awesome. Fantastic. And thank you again, Nathan, for spending so much of your life educating and standing behind and pushing forward sustainability and resiliency. It's a lot more than just about business. It's about the world. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Real quick, doing my projects is fun and explaining it, but being on the AIA at that level and being able to influence, 95,000 architects is mind-boggling. It really gives me a lot of satisfaction.
That's awesome. Awesome. I'd like to get just a few of those 95,000 architects. How many architects?
95,000.
Well, let's just get a few of them to come to the conference and hear what you have to say so that they can help push that forward.
Great.
I'm just joking, not just a few. We're a lot of them. Okay. Thanks again, Nathan. Michael Mann, how are you?
I am doing great.
Are you in Arizona? Or are you in, so both you and Nathan have offices in two different climates and different regions of the world. So where are you today?
I am in Chicago, been here for a couple days, be here for a couple weeks. I am working in both places. We've got work going on in both places with a lot of inquiries in both places. I am thankful for the fact that I'm hopefully going into 2021 with some backlog and that we just keep going on so that I can support my staff.
Yeah, and Michael, I love your LinkedIn, also your LinkedIn post, but I love that whenever anybody refers you someone, be it one of us here on this call or just even a client, you do a special shout out, thank you. I think that is really, really special. So I continue to applaud you and follow and do whatever I can to help boost that up.
If I had to say one thing, when I reinvented myself 10 years ago and embraced social media, that was probably the smartest thing I could do for a 59-year-old person. And yeah, I enjoy it. Takes me 10-15 minutes a day and I work on it. And
Wonderful.
So some of you do know that I do have an outside person that does the work for me, but I try to maintain it and shout out as many people as I can.
Right, and some of us might have people who help us with that posting, but you still have to I know you still get on yourself because I can tell when you send me a message or do something that it's from you. So
Yeah.
those 15
Hopefully you
minutes a
saw the
day.
one last night.
Oh, this morning I've been up early doing, I haven't had a chance yet to get on LinkedIn.
Yeah, no, it was something about the conference, and that I think it was for the house we finished in Arizona, that anybody that's in the luxury residential market should attend this, and told them how to do that.
Oh, thank you, Michael. So that means so much to me. That's really awesome. And what can we do to help you?
What can you do? Just keep supporting myself and the rest of PowerHouse. I know, since I've been around since the beginning, that it does pay off, and brings me great joy, because I know everybody on the screen except Justin, who I will reach out to hopefully soon.
Michael, I think we actually know each other from way back when. I think I was in Indian Guides with your son.
Oh my God, that Justin Greenberg? Yes, you were.
I love it.
But that ends that. So, yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
yes.
Okay, and what I'm hoping when I say Powerhouse Smart is going global is, if you might have noticed last year, we like doubled the number of events we had. And I know that means you can't come to all of them. Even if you look on a quarterly basis at the, 10, 15 events we do on a quarterly basis, pick 3 or 4 of them and just come up, be your best at it. And when you come all out, and make sure you follow up after that one event. But the events are going to start having people from everywhere, which means if there's a designer in Arizona who didn't know Michael Men before, and he's on the call, now they're close. But even if they were going to be doing a project in Chicago, and many of us can do work because of the virtual part of our lives anywhere. So even if it's a consulting job. So, and many of us are now in multiple coasts and state and locations. So global means we're going to start getting members from everywhere, and we're going to start having these coffee meet and greets. Could be that we have 4 or 5 different states represented on a call. So
that's what actually happened at the beginning of the week. Carol Guess reached out to me.
Sure.
She actually lives 4 blocks away from me in Arizona, and we're going to get together when I go back. But I told her that she should, because she was a former PHS member, that
Right.
she could attend the conference this year if she wants to.
Exactly. Excellent. That's great. Well, thank you, Michael. We're very grateful.
My pleasure.
Okay, Jason, I have an idea for you, but first I'm going to let you talk and tell us what you're grateful for and how we can help you.
Sure. Jason Lenhart Consulting.
Oh, could you turn your volume up a little bit? I'm sorry.
I'm having some tech difficulties here today, which is funny for the tech guy. But how about that?
That's better. Can everyone hear him say yes? Yes. Okay.
Okay. Jason Lenhart, JL Consulting. I think I know everyone here. Do technology and home automation consulting for residential and light commercial projects. As an independent third-party advisor, I don't sell or install any of the product, so I can do pure consulting work without the sales pressure that clients often get. I'm grateful for the family and our health. Basically, everyone in my family has had COVID, and even my father and some other close relatives, but everyone's come through basically unscathed. So we're thankful for that. I got going on. I picked up a great client who's doing they have a full floor in the Park Hyatt downtown. And they did a project like 15 years ago and are redoing all their shades and lighting control systems. So they were looking for someone to help them do that. I got a referral from Nate several months ago. And I've worked with that client ever since on various things that have come up with her. And I'm working with another client with Colette and another small project, but so things are starting to pick up. Hopefully, word of mouth. My business is new to the marketplace in concept, at least in the residential marketplace. So it's taking a while for people to sort of absorb that and start thinking of me. So that's what people could do for me in the group is, just keep me in your mind as an option for your clients. Seems like every client that I get, even if they're a little apprehensive or don't quite get it at first, once they kind of get into the groove and find out that I'm really there just for them, they just love it. And then they just call me for all sorts of things.
That's awesome. And that's what I was thinking about, Jason. Actually, everyone on this call, a gift to you for being on this call and taking the time to network and improve your lives and the lives of everyone on this call. If you would like to be involved with the conference, I want you to reach out to me afterwards if you're not already. But Jason, I was thinking you could do a mindful moment, which is like a 10-minute break, not that everyone will be breaking, but, just giving people an opportunity to stand up and stretch and share what you do and what's new in home technology, because we are inviting consumers to the conference, and how you're not representing Crestron or Lutron or AudioEase or whatever, and that what you do and how that is different, but then what you see in the future of 2021 and beyond for technology for smart homes. Because instead of hearing it from somebody who's a manufacturer, I want to hear from somebody who's totally unbiased about a short, give us your top 10 kind of thing.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I'd love to
do that.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so we expect 500 people, and you all
Okay.
not know this. It's in the press if you didn't read your PowerHouse press from January yet because you've been so busy. Our media sponsor is Make It Better, and they have an email campaign that goes out to 45,000 people, and we are obviously connected together now. And the email was promoting the PowerHouse Smart A-List. And if you're a member, which all of you are, you're on the A-list, so they can click through as a luxury consumer and find a professional in our industry. So we're working really hard with Better to get that word out. And just like you said, Jason, it's taken you now over a year to get the word out on what you do. And the A-list is kind of like Angie's List, with no referral fees and no cost involved for the consumer, and no referral fee to us if you get a lead out of that. So please let us know if someone does contact you off of the A-list, just so we know it's working. So again, we want the luxury conference to be for both professionals and consumers. Our content has been created. There will be some sessions that are for professionals only, but I think that would be a huge consumer win. We probably know a little bit more about what's new in home technology because we're in it every day, but consumers probably need to hear the top 10. So Jason, I'd like to gift that to you today.
Yeah, and just like you said, Wendy, I'm completely mobile, so I can go anywhere. It's just me and the laptop. I've said this many times before, and obviously we've done this, and I've worked this way for several years as well. So I'm available to go anywhere.
Great. Excellent. So thank you. Jim Dash, who actually was able to help me with a legal issue, and hopefully I'm going to be retaining their services in 2021 as we get past the luxury conference, to help me with my contracts, to make sure that my recruiting contracts protect us. And there was something that came up, no big deal, it all got worked out. But Jim was right there, quickly responded to me, got me somebody in his company who already has worked with recruiters, and it was awesome. So Jim, welcome. Thank you.
Good to be here, and you're welcome. I got here a little bit late to the party, but it sounds like the tenor of this is what's happening in 2021 and where are we headed?
Yeah, and just really, what are you most grateful for? And then what I want you to walk away from today's 1 hour saying, I told people what I'm looking for, and I hope I can, get some help in that area. So,
well, our 10-year anniversary is coming up in May, and we thought it was time for kind of a right brain sided reevaluation of everything that we're doing. How can we better our clients' experience with us, with what is oftentimes a very frustrating legal system? How can we help prevent issues from coming up in the first place? I mean, there are always going to be people who, they don't get on something until something bad has happened already. And you know what, that's just part of life. And, there are going to be some people that we just, can't help. But for those that are interested, obviously, particularly in the small to medium-sized business, and in particular in the construction design related industries, we're taking a top to bottom look at how we service clients, the level of service that we're giving, how we can put metrics on just about everything, at least everything that we can conceive of in here, and with an idea towards making the provision of legal services, certainly be perceived to be more business-like, more certain. We are really looking at trying to expand our flat fee offering, where we're just going to do something, and this is going to be the fee for this type of an agreement or for this particular task. And if it takes us longer to do it, we eat it. That's going to increase the level of certainty that our clients have and allow them to budget. They know it's going to cost X. Like I said, top to bottom. And so that's what we're looking forward to in 2021. What am I grateful for? Absolutely, organizations like this one, where I've met a whole lot of terrific people, see a lot of familiar faces today, and hopefully going forward, I'll be able to continue, whether it's referring potential leads to the people on this call, or helping them out in their business on the legal end. That's what we're here for. So
that's awesome. I love that idea. And you're right, Jim. It's kind of like, trying to turn something that seems to be like going to the dentist is not always a positive thought. Oh, people are afraid of the dentist. You're turning the legal experience into something that's maybe joyful, but certainly more comfortable and more reassuring, right?
Yeah, maybe less uncomfortable would be a better phrase.
Okay.
Because, the dentist comparison, I know quite a few dentists. My mother worked for a dentist for a long time, and, who likes going to the dentist? Well, I got to tell you, I did. I thought our dentist was terrific. And
poor dentists.
Yeah. And so, you know what? I would like people who consult with us to say, I thought our lawyer was terrific. And we're trying to take steps towards that. Like I said, 10 years come this coming May. And,
congratulations.
Yes.
Thank
you. It's time, we're going to do a top to bottom, I don't want to say necessarily overhaul, because I think we're doing some things right, but there's no doubt that there are a lot of things we can improve.
That's an excellent goal. And are you in Wisconsin and Illinois? Do you also service Michigan?
We have a couple of lawyers who are licensed in Michigan.
Okay.
For transactions, particularly contracting, we certainly can do that. If it comes to, litigation and, particularly in state court in Michigan, it would have to be, of course, nowadays you don't even have to travel.
Right.
But when the whole COVID quarantines let up, there are going to be days when, you have to travel to a courtroom. And no doubt local relationships help anyway.
Yes.
Whether it's a relationship with a local judge, or, potentially even, other counsel who happens to be in the local area. It's always good to have somebody local. We are local in Northeast Illinois and Southeast Wisconsin.
Okay, great. That's great.
Can do that. Yes.
And Jim is going to be a facilitator. And he's an advisory board member for PowerHouse Smart at the Luxury Conference, which is also wonderful. And he'll meet a lot of people that will now know of your joyful legal services. I don't know if that's possible.
Hey, that's a great tagline. Joyful legal services. Yes.
Okay. All right. Great. Randy France, good to see you. Oh, you got to unmute. Sorry. Randy.
There we go.
Yes. Hi. What are you grateful for today, Randy?
I am grateful for sitting here in front of all you smiling faces for sure.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we're busy. We've got a backlog, and first of all, for those that don't know me, we have a boutique kitchen design studio and showroom in Crystal Lake. We also do custom woodworking. We actually expanded this year. The space next to us became available and we took that over. So we've expanded our woodworking shop and our actual showroom. So yeah, like I said, we're busy. The woodworking shop is booked out through March at this point.
Fabulous.
We have a backlog of designs as well. We kind of cut back to a skeleton crew when the quarantine happened. So it's just been pretty much my wife and my daughter and I working here. So one of the things for 2021, we're going to be looking to put on some additional design help and woodworking shop help as well. It's getting, last year ended very busy, and and we just can't do that again this year. It was too crazy. We do a lot of
so on that note, Randy, what are you looking to hire? Because maybe, even though I'm a recruiter, maybe there's someone in this room who might be able to help you and refer. What are you looking to hire in case there's a referral here?
Well, eventually we're kind of taking it a little slow right now just because of the COVID. We don't want to, we've had some friends that have had it. My mom was in the hospital for 3 weeks and she almost died from it. She came very close. So thankfully she's on the mend and back at home now. But yeah, so we're very gun shy about bringing people in that we don't know. We do a lot of very virtual meetings and only leave when we have to. But yeah, eventually we're looking to put on some, people that can work with like 2020 and do design and, that are experienced, because we want to have people be able to jump in and hit the ground running. And we're starting to get a little bit more product in our showrooms now that we have the space. So as far as tile and things like that. So we're looking on kind of capitalizing a little bit on this expansion in 2021, getting our processes ironed out and fine tuned. And I guess I would say our sweet spot as far as work goes is we do a lot of work with interior designers and architects. So that just seems to be where we really enjoy working with other creative people. And
sure.
Yeah.
And and there's opportunities, even though, like you said, you're bringing in tile, and I'm looking at Susan's picture and she's stone and tile. There's, no reason. We know the world there's enough business for everyone, that if you have a project and you need to use a massive stone, you could call Susan, and you know what I'm saying? And
right.
There's all kinds of opportunities for us to help each other in any capacity. So we want to be here to help you, Randy. And I can't wait to see your new expanded showroom.
Yeah. Can't wait to have everybody here, actually.
I know, that's great. That's great. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. It's great to see you.
Good to see you.
We have a couple people left, but I'm going to take, so Yael is left, not left, but still to go, and Gerard and Justin, which Justin, I want you to give us a quick update on what's happening in real estate. But I'm just going to take a quick second and interrupt and just share with you all the luxury conference one thing I need you to make sure you do when today is over. And that would be to go, if you haven't bought your ticket, please do buy your ticket and download the Hoover app. But I just wanted you to see like a bunch of stuff that's happening with the conference, as far as very cool things that you might not have had a chance to check out. Obviously, the fact that we're having consumers is a really cool new thing. And of course, we'll still be focusing on realtors. We have another builder from Arizona. And this is just our speakers. And we have about 10 more to be added on that haven't happened. Now, speaker could be an expert panelist or actually a keynote speaker like Nathan and Lenore. But then we also have some hard hat project tours. This is one in Laguna Beach. Anders Lassiter is the architect. He's going to be presenting this an AIA award in Orange County. And then John Robert Wilkin just won 2 Home Builders Association GC awards for his Lakeshore Drive total gut renovation. So the reason why I want to show you all of this, and just so you know, is because we're going to continue to do hard hat tours all year long, and they're going to be national. So meanwhile, there could be mostly in the beginning Midwest, because that's our sweet spot. If you have a project that you want to show, and Randy, it could be your showroom, just a 15-minute, we'll practice in advance, a 15-minute of, you know, what you've got in your showroom, what's new, what cabinet lines, you know, a little bit about maybe some of your custom projects that you're doing to give people your depth of talents. That could be a hard hat project tour. So we're going to be doing them every month. They're 1 hour, and we use 3 or 4 projects, and it's boom, boom, boom. But it's a way for you to highlight and promote who you are, plus to connect with other people and to share your collaborators with everybody. So I want to take a moment and just do that. So if you buy your luxury conference ticket, it's discounted to PowerHouse Smart members. Prices go up consecutively. So right now, I think we're at $100. But make sure you download the Whova app, because we're going to have everyone's headshot on there, and there's going to be a lot of power connections, internet networking. There's going to be a cocktail networking, speed networking. So there's a lot of that. And I really want you to walk away meeting some new people, even though it's great to have our old family like we are here together, our new and old family. So that was my little infomercial to break. And now I'm going to turn it over to Gerard. Hello, Gerard. What are you most grateful for?
Well, I am, as I heard a few people say, I'm grateful for health, right? Especially for my family and my friends. It's been a crazy year for everybody.
Yes.
So when I hear stories of people pulling through and successful in getting through this, I'm grateful. I'm also grateful for being part of this group. And I think I'm grateful for Michael for bringing me in. Because
there you go.
He's basically been my mentor since I got here. So thanks, Michael. And you too, Wendy. You've been very helpful. I will say that everybody here is top notch. Everybody I've met with or I've spoken to, I know that I've spoken to almost everybody here. And it's been great getting to know your organization. Those of you who I haven't met, I'm Bremtown Cabinetry. I work for them, and we've been in business since 1977, and we are custom cabinets. And we are actually working on a project right now with Yael and a few different organizations. So it's great. I know that Mark and I are looking at doing some things, and Michael's been helping me. And so I appreciate that. I am thankful for all that. I will say what I plan to get out of it. The reason why I'm on this call is because of everything that I've been getting out of it. The information from people like Jim, and just learning who I can go to at any given time to help anybody else out. So it's been great. I promote us all the time, and I just think my time's almost up, but I think that everybody everyone here is an expert at what they do, and it's great to have that feedback from them and also assistance. So thank you.
Well, you as a newer member, Gerard, you've been amazing. I mean, you've referred people to me that I could help both in recruiting and as part of PowerHouse all over, from Kansas City to Indiana, I mean, everywhere. And now you're in Indiana and Illinois. Are you also in Wisconsin?
Yeah, well, actually, we do a ton up and down the East Coast. We have a big footprint there. We're actually, it's funny, we're in Indiana, and we haven't had a whole bunch of a big footprint in the Midwest. We have some dealers, and we have some design build groups, but that's changing, and it's been great. And I know that it's fun working with Yael, because we've been kind of helping one another, just kind of figure out our direction and where we're doing and what our game plan is for the next few years. And Mark and I as well have sat down to talk about that kind of stuff. So it's been great. And I think it all boils down to what your philosophy is, Wendy. It is helping others. When you help others to achieve their goals, you end up achieving your goal. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. And it's good. It's great to know what other states you're in. So please continue to share that, as I've been trying to do that with everyone on the call. Some of us, like Jason, can be international. So can Paul. Paul can go anywhere probably with his team. And but it's good to know because, like I said, the world has gotten a lot smaller. And so it's not just the couple of us that have offices in multiple states. We can all do work in other places. So, and we're grateful to have you as a new member, and you've been so interactive, and I really appreciate participation is huge. And that's what I put in my email. You got to come and you got to participate. And I didn't forget you, Mark. You're gonna be here too. I'm sorry I didn't say you left. You're not. You're still coming. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Gerard. So
Thank you.
Justin, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to leave you for last because I want to have that real estate update. So it might be a few more minutes. So Yael, how are you? How are you? Good to see you. Oh, a little louder. I know you're unmuted, but it's the volume is on mute, low.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, good, better.
Maybe I was too far.
It's still not loud enough. So it could be if you're wearing headphones with the microphone. This happens sometimes with Elizabeth Scott too. I have a hard time hearing her. So try it again.
No?
Well, see, you're coming in and out. Does anyone know what that might be? I have another couple people that have that
Could
problem.
be a setting in the audio if the audio is too low, but you have to go in your advanced settings. That could be one of the things.
Okay, and you could go in your advanced settings in Zoom, or you could go into your advanced settings in your computer. So you just want to make sure the volume is up as high as it can be.
If you go next to the stop video thing and hit the arrow, there's video settings. Click on that, and then there will be audio settings, and you can see what your audio is. That's one thing.
Okay, did you check that? Try it again. Now you're muted. All right, so I'm going to let you work on that for a few minutes and practice a little bit, and I'm going to have Mark go, and then we'll come back. Mark Benner, how are you?
Good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year.
New Year.
Mark Eric Benner Architects, virtual reality architecture for both residential and commercial projects. The thing I'm most grateful for is really this community. I love these people. And it really plays into my belief in collaboration and the collaborative process. I'm really working on growing my business without really adding anybody to the staff. So I've been able to increase my production by partnering with producers all across the country, really. So both for all types of things. I've embraced different types of projects, residential and commercial, and just really I'm focusing on building the right team to do any kind of project. And I think that extends even into how do we market. I think we've got such a great resource and group of assets here that gets, that you got to give to get, and it's it's the team that does it. So I know I've talked with many of you, and the invitation is open to everyone. I'm really trying to build and leverage a message of collaborative teamwork, and how does that, how does everyone tie in with architecture? My own home has been going through its own. We bought it when it was 50 years old 20 years ago, so it's been in need of a lot of help. So Paul Minahan has been great working with us. We did the whole exterior and just really cost effectively made a big impact on the way our house looks and how we feel about our house, and that's really paramount. His guys were out there for a long time and just doing a lot of good stuff.
That's so awesome. That's great. I didn't know that. That is fantastic.
Yeah, so that worked out well, and I've talked with many people about how do we share the message and build the story, and I'd like to extend that invitation. If you've got insight on how your particular genre, your whatever it is you do, interfaces well with architecture, I'd love to be able to tell that story, and we're working on the best formats to do that. Could be blogs, could be YouTube video.
That's awesome.
All of those things. I want to see how I can enhance your efforts and how we can work together.
Right. So what Mark is saying is he's offering a gift to all of you. Anybody here who, and I know some of us are so busy in our business that we don't spend time marketing, and you might need to get an intern or someone in your office to help, but Mark is willing to do collaborative marketing with you and Mark, every time I talk to someone, they've said, yeah, I met with Mark. You and Michael Mann are very similar in that you really get it and you go out and you do it, and your business has grown substantially over the years. And I am very grateful for you and all the sharing also with all the technology. And Mark is obviously going to be a facilitator at the luxury conference, of course. And, I just want to make sure we can continue to give back to you, Mark, because you give so much.
It's mutual. Love it.
Okay, great. Well, reach out. What you could also do, just like the 95,000 architects that Nathan's going to bring to the conference, is you could reach out to your architecture group that you have. I know you have a great group that is like-minded like you and believes in, collaboration, is invite them to come to the conference. The tickets are only $125 for now, today. And I said there's going to be 500 people because that's an easy mark since we were at 350 last year. But Luann Nagara has a bet with me. She thinks it's going to be 2,000.
No kidding.
And Brian Jessen wants to do the over-under. So, well, we'll see. Whatever. It doesn't matter if there's just the 10 of us or 15 of us. It's really about sharing and really all of us getting a lot out of being together. So I appreciate it. So thanks again, Mark. So Yael.
Can you hear me now? Is this better?
Yay!
I logged in with my phone. My computer is wonky.
Okay, great. We can hear you. How are you? Happy New Year. What are you most grateful for, Yael?
So I am very grateful for health, for my family being healthy. I worry about them. And for my kids keeping me sane and positive. And I'm grateful for knowing this extremely talented group and for your help during difficult times.
My pleasure.
But I know pretty much everyone here, and it's been a pleasure collaborating with you guys. I'm now collaborating with Gerard with Browntown Cabinets, and I'm excited about what's to come with Paul about a project in Hinsdale, with Matt, who's not here, with Mahogany Builders, and then Susan's helping me find the right stone for a project. So everyone's helping me and kind of creating this amazing community. So I'm very grateful for that.
Wonderful. That's
actually
awesome. Are you still working with Jillian?
I'm still working with her part-time. Yeah, I'm helping out with a few projects.
That's a really cool thing, Yael. Maybe you can share how that collaboration is working for you.
Sure. Yeah, I'm working with Jillian Ritchie Design and helping out like some weeks more, some weeks not. And a lot of projects in the North Shore, some in the Hinsdale area, and doing luxury residentials and the interiors. So my knowledge comes from, my background is mostly in architecture. So anything that is more detail oriented and has to do with the actual space, I can help out. But also, anything that has to do with interior design, finding the right furniture. And then another service that I don't know if a lot of people know that we have is an art studio. So most of my clients come from inside the industry, and I work with interior designers. They're not a competition. If anything, I can produce my art and it helps them out, because finding the right art piece kind of finishes the whole space. And it's so hard to find a specific one that goes along with everything they worked so hard to create. So I'm able to customize the piece. I'm doing now a piece to collaborate, like an antique, like lace pieces that this client has from like her great grandmother, and we're gonna do like a whole painted canvas and then sew in those pieces in there. So all those things, and then being in the Art Basel in Miami this summer, that's been big news. And then just yesterday I found out I got Platinum Award for my Wilmette projects from the Key Awards. So
wonderful.
with all those things happening and all the craziness, there has been positive things and there has been growth. So that's all those things I'm grateful for.
Oh my God. So you have your own business. You're also helping another really busy interior designer who needed another interior designer on their part of their outsourcing. And then you're also doing your artwork, and you have little kids that you're probably still schooling.
They're great. They're actually back in person. So
Good. That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And how can we help you, Yael? How can we help you?
So I'm looking to find, like, refresh or recreate my website. So if anyone knows a website builder or designer that
I have someone.
Luxury design, and maybe a marketing firm or some of them do both at the same time to help me figure out, you know, English is not my first language, so writing,
a writer.
but I need someone to help me out with that.
Okay, so I just did my new website for PowerHouse Recruiting. I used a girl who used to work for a firm and got laid off, and she did a beautiful job and was very affordable. Her name is Katie, and I will be introducing you to her after this.
Great. Thank you.
She's awesome. And she's not a writer though, so we need to still get a writer. If anybody here knows of a writer, otherwise I have a couple marketing agency people that are part of PowerHouse Smart or part of my sphere, happy to refer them. Writers are hard to, good writers are, a diamond.
And one quick suggestion, I agree, good writers are good, are good to hire, but we all do our own writing, a lot of our own writing. And I stumbled across this this little sidebar app called Grammarly, which is free, and it really helps you to boost your writing, keep it clean, and even direct. This morning I just subscribed to the professional version, so you get a lot more tools to work with. But it's a great thing. When I'm going to do some writing, that's what I use.
Yeah, no, that's great. And maybe if you still need someone to help you with the website writing, so it's SEO oriented, Katie can recommend someone. Like I said, I just did the PowerHouse Advisors website, which is the recruiting website. Very affordable. It's not a very robust site, but it's beautiful. And that's what you need. So I will refer that to you for sure.
Okay, great. Thank you.
If anybody else who needs Katie.
Yeah, I have a couple of writers and also a few website designers or developers that I work with that I can refer as well.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Excellent. So yeah, it's great to see you. We definitely talk more often than some of the people I don't get to talk to that are so busy, but whatever we can do to help you, we're here.
Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you. So we've got Justin, who's going to be wrapping it up for us with what's happening in this crazy real estate world. He is one of our real estate professionals. He's going to be at the conference also as a realtor, facilitator. So Justin, we're here to hear what you have to say because it's important to hear what's going on.
Sure. So just as a quick update on the real estate market, we're seeing inventory levels at some of the lowest levels I've seen in the 14 years that I've been in the business. In a lot of the areas on the North Shore of Chicago, we're seeing inventory as low as 0.9 month supply, 1.2 month supply. So, I mean, we're hovering in most of the suburbs, we're hovering around a month or, a little bit less or more, give or take, of inventory. With that being said, there are a lot of buyers out there looking. And so it's a great time right now for someone who's been thinking about selling, but wasn't sure if it was the right time with COVID or whatever the circumstances may be. It's still a great time to be a buyer as well, because the interest rates are so low that it's almost offsetting. And in some cases, you're better off paying a little bit more for a home and saving the money in the long run on your monthly payment with the rates as low as they are. So it's really a great environment for anyone looking to make a move in real estate right now.
Okay, and so are you not worried about the lack of inventory?
So we are a little bit concerned about the lack of inventory. I know personally, I look at my own pipeline every morning. That's one of the first things that I do. And I've got 4 times as many buyers in my pipeline as I have sellers.
Right.
So there is definitely concern. but we're getting creative. I mean, there's still homes that are out there. There's still options. Hopefully it's going to be an opportunity for me to be able to refer a lot of you, because people are going to have to take on work. They're not going to be able to be as picky anymore and, you know, wait for the perfect property that's already remodeled.
Right.
So-
I agree, Justin. That's exactly what I was going to say is, you know, those properties that were taking forever to sell, you know, with some land, for example, a house on a busy street with some landscaping and fencing. And I mean, there's things that we would have never considered as a buyer. And I put myself in a buyer's shoe because I am a buyer right now, possibly in California. And, you know, you just got to look at everything. And the interest rates are so low that even though
Right.
they inflated pricing, $50 to $100 to $150,000 inflated pricing, you're going to make it on the other side. So we can wait till the prices go back down. It could be 6 months, a year and a half, or until but then the interest rates are going to go up.
Absolutely. And, you know, there are loan programs available. There's still 203K renovation loans. There's still, you know, construction loans that are readily available. So the ability to turn the home that has the perfect amount of space, but may not have the finishes and the look and feel that someone wants is not out of reach today. And especially with the rates as low as they are.
So everybody here, Justin, how would they reach out to the realtors that they know, or realtors and you, of course, to say, hey guys, I know it's going to be a tough market because there are no homes, but so the homes that are out there are going to need us and I want to help you. I mean, what else could they say? Give me the words if I'm, you know, a kitchen and bath company and I want to reach out, and then I'll let you finish after that.
Sure. Yeah, I honestly would just reach out. It's that simple. Just reach out and say, I know a lot of the homes that are on the market need renovations. Let me be there as a resource for you. If you have a buyer that is looking for something specific, maybe they're getting a home for 150, 200,000 under their budget, and I can come in and help give them the vision that they may not have to see what the kitchen could look like with a little bit of money and with some work. I think that's probably the biggest problem in real estate right now is buyers have no vision. So having you guys as a resource to be able to help provide that vision to them is just unbelievable. So I will definitely be reaching out to a lot of you this year, and hopefully collaborating with you, but it's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. So I guess to wrap up, my ask right now would be if anyone knows of someone who has been thinking about selling their home in the Chicagoland area, I've got a great team. I've got 3 other agents on my team that work anywhere from the far northwest suburbs, northern suburbs, all the way into the city. And, you know, obviously myself in the North Shore. So we're just looking for inventory. We're looking for people that are wanting to sell their homes right now. And it's a great time to do it.
All right, that's a great call, and that's how we're going to end. And so what I'm going to do is actually in my emails, when I'm talking to my consumers and my friends, is I'm going to say, anybody who needs to sell their home now, and it has somewhere to go, because that's the other thing, because they got to
Sure.
knows where they want to go. So we will certainly want to help you, Justin, and thank you again for everything that you do and all your education. And
Wendy, sorry to interrupt quickly. I started lately doing it with one of my friends that works at that property. If she had a few properties like that, and I would go with her to the showing, and it's part of my free consultation, and it really helps guide the you know, clients, because they don't see the space. They see this horrible space, and then I come in and I can explain to them, like, see the vision. So she's not just selling the house, it's like a home, like this is your future home. And we've been able to convert to people from saying, oh, this property is gross, to like, okay, and then set up a deadline. When would we start the, you know, the renovation? When would we be able to move in, and all those things? So I feel like it really helps her and me together.
that's awesome. Maybe you can get together with her and we can do that on our hard hat tour. You two can do a 5-minute, how do you do that? How does it work? And share with everyone so we can inspire everyone to find a realtor to do that with, right? The ones that need the business and are looking for new business, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. Thank you. That's great, Ayel. Good for you. Gosh, you're busy. All right, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope to see you very soon at the next event. Please participate and share and give. And I wish you much love, health, and happiness. Bye-bye.
You too.